have seen the meaning of synthons, synthetic equivalent, functional group interconversion and so on. So, to revise this thing, this is target molecule. This step wherein we are writing one functional group for another, this is termed as FGI. This arrow where we are showing the disconnection or the heterolytic cleavage, this is known as disconnection, and these are synthons. So, if you start with this chloride, then these are synthons actually, synthons, and equivalent reagent for this is your Grignard reagent MgBr, and for this actually it is the same material, actually it is the synthon is this one and the equivalent is epoxide. When you sacrifice this hydrogen, this becomes an epoxide, ethylene oxide to be precise. So, FGI, disconnection, synthons, synthetic equivalent. So, this is one part, this is retrosynthesis, and forward reaction is known as synthesis. So, if I am asked to write down the synthesis of the target molecule, then I will have to start with the Grignard reagent, which is prepared from the bromobenzene and metallic magnesium. So, my forward synthesis would be Br magnesium, I will get MgBr, that is the Grignard what we are looking for, and then so opening of an epoxide, whether it attacks here or here, it does not make any difference, and we get OH, and then thionyl chloride chlorination would give me the target molecule. So, this is the overall synthesis. So, first part is retrosynthesis, the breakdown of target molecule into starting, and from starting if you go, that is synthesis. So, retrosynthesis is one part, synthesis is the forward step pertaining to the synthesis of molecule. So, forward synthesis is one, retrosynthesis is systematic breakdown of the target molecule into the reacting entities. Okay. Now, this second molecule, that is the ethyl methyl ether. Now, in ethyl methyl ether, this is disconnection, we are breaking down the oxygen carbon bond heterolytically and getting OCH3 minus the methoxide ion, and so I am putting equivalent reagent on the top. This is going to be the base and this is going to be the corresponding halide, bromide, iodide, whatever. So, this attacks, so that is our forward reaction. So, this is the classical Williamson synthesis. So, ethers are prepared by this route, the other routes are also there, but this is one of the synthetic method for the synthesis of ethers, that is well known Williamson synthesis. Alkoxides and alkyl halide, when condensed you will get ether, that is your Williamson's synthesis. The next one is this cinnamaldehyde, the target molecule. FGI, we are writing HOH in place of double bond, and then we are breaking it down. So, this is disconnection, we get two entities, two synthons, and now their synthetic equivalent. So, here we can sacrifice hydrogen and this will be your benzaldehyde, the reagent, and this is going to be the acetaldehyde in presence of NaOH, let us say some base which will eventually abstract a proton, and this will be CH2 minus. When this CH2 minus interacts with this, you will get aldol, this is aldol, and this aldol upon dehydration will give you crotonaldehyde or this alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. So, this is FGI, this is disconnection, these are synthons, synthetic equivalents, and forward reaction is you mix these two, you will get aldol, and the aldol on dehydration would give you the alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. This is applicable to aldehydes and ketones as well. So, aldehydes and ketones you can synthesize by aldol condensation, and the aldehydes you can further oxidize to acids, esters. So, those are functional group interconversions or the transformations. Okay. Now, here the ketones. Now, ketones we have seen ketones can be obtained from oxidation of secondary alcohol. Ketones can be obtained when you start with the nitriles and add Grignard and do the hydrolysis, then also you will get ketone and so on. So, to begin with, I am putting the first step, that is disconnection. We will see the alternate synthesis also. This is nothing but your benzene molecule and this is nothing but your acetic anhydride. So, this is going to be your classical Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So, the forward reaction is you treat this benzene with acetic anhydride in presence of Lewis acid, you get this. So, this is FC acylation. Now, since it is unsubstituted substrate, there is no question of orientation. So, we get this. Now, the beauty of this reaction is no polyacylation is feasible because this is electron withdrawing group. So, no second acyl group can be introduced to this readily. So, this is selective and then this becomes one of the prime route for synthesis of alkyl benzenes, because this one on Wolff-Kishner or Clemmensen reduction furnishes ethyl benzene, which is otherwise not possible by ordinary means. Polyalkylation becomes a major problem with the Friedel-Crafts reaction. Okay. Now, I am going to tell you the alternate path also for this. Now, here I will put FGI and then I will put nitrile, say C triple bond N, and I will put CH3 MgBr. So, if we do like this, it will be NMgBr methyl, and then this one on hydrolysis would furnish you the target molecule. So, this is another path wherein you can use the functional group interconversion and still can get the desired compound. This is another alternate pathway. So, benzene is readily available, as acetic anhydride is also available. So, that path is also good. Now, here ester is asked. So, we have the FGI. So, we know that this can be esterified with methanol and mineral acid. Now, this can be made from Grignard and CO2. So, we know that this is one of the method for synthesis of aromatic acids COOH. This is of course obtained after hydrolysis of the magnesium salt. So, acid can be obtained from this can be obtained from bromobenzene and so on. So, we have to go to the real reaction and we have to get the substances or the reactants which are real, which are easily available, and the reaction pathway what we are suggesting is in accordance to chemistry and it is real. Okay. Now, CN, this nitrile, and nitrile can be obtained from Cl. So, I will put one reaction here, KCN is 1, and then we require phase transfer catalyst because this is insoluble in water. So, we have to use alcohol or any organic solvent to dissolve this. KCN is soluble in water. So, two phases are there. So, this phase transfer catalyst, tetrabutyl ammonium bromide or something of that type, can provide this nitrile. Nitrile will go into organic phase, and then this will be nucleophilic displacement reaction. This we know that this you can get from toluene, and we have already written N-chlorosuccinimide. The chlorination, radical chlorination can give you benzyl chloride, and then this is benzyl nitrile that you can easily get by this method. Okay. Another reaction, another target molecule, this lactone has to be obtained, and the immediate thing is you start with the ketone. So, this is Baeyer-Villiger oxidation, and this ketone can be obtained from the corresponding alcohol. Now, this cyclopentyl alcohol is available, cyclopentanone is also readily available. So, this is simply a Baeyer-Villiger reaction using the per acid like metachloroperbenzoic acid, trifluoroperoxytic acid, and so on, or even the benzoic acid which is treated with H2O2. So, you get perbenzoic acid that can be used. So, MCPBA can be obtained in situ from metachlorobenzoic acid with H2O2, and still you can use it in organic phase, and from this you can get lactone. These reactions are very clean reaction, no side reactions are there. From secondary alcohol you can get ketone with Jones oxidation, that is chromium trioxide and H2SO4. So, even that transformation is also possible in the laboratory. We can easily carry out the Jones oxidation. So, only thing is you have to add Jones reagent dropwise, so that you get the product and there is no side reaction. Now, this is a problem from question papers. This is the target molecule. The first FGI is to have say alcohol. Now, this is protection. So, the alcohol, and then alcohol can be obtained from ester. So, I am putting diester on both the side, then it is heterolytic fission. So, this is a the disconnection. So, you will have two molecules of this and then two equivalent of base. So, the reaction says like that, there are two protons to be abstracted. So, OET can abstract, say let us say one proton is abstracted, and we have a carbanion. Now, this diethyl malonate is so bromide or chloride, we can use anything, and then it is introduction of one functional group COOAT. Similarly, we can attack another NaOAT. So, second alkylation, and eventually what we have COOAT. So, double alkylation you can say, that is first thing, double alkylation. Then reduction, say LAH, let us say you will have CH2OH straight away, and then acetone mineral acid or any catalyst will give you the target molecule. So, that is protection of diol as acetonide. So, acetone and H plus, you can use some protected ketone also to get this. So, this is target molecule, first FGI, disconnection, and then you have to bring about this kind of forward reaction, wherein you can have the double alkylation followed by reduction and then protection. So, all these steps, functional group interconversion, protection, deprotection, all are important, and they are required for the synthesis of certain molecules. All molecules are not easy, and therefore, somewhere protection, deprotection is also mandatory in some cases wherein you are working with more than one functional group, or at least one functional group is labile. So, we have to protect it and get the desired reaction. So, that is all for today. We will continue from here. Next time we will continue. Thank you.